Hey guys, and welcome to the Alter Project. So today's video is supposed to be about me implementing a viewer's idea into the world of Altar. And we did! I called my viewer Ryon over. He watches my videos. We had a great time, spent close to 3 hours talking about cool ideas and narratives, and then I of course began building. It took me 3 whole weeks, but that's okay. And then I showed it to him, and you'll see the reaction later. Then I got ready for editing. That is when I realized that my 3-hour footage was gone. Nowhere to be seen on my computer. I humbly apologized to Ryon, and I'm left now with no choice but to improvise. So bear with me. So let's do it! Building a viewer's house in Altar. So the discussion with Ryon went something like this. In the world of Altar, there's actually already a building that Ryon and I built way back, and that is Ryon's mansion in Lucifer. I showed it to him and he showed not much interest in adding on, but instead he seemed more intrigued by the lore behind Weapons Island. We began talking about how it would be cool to have a port city close to Weapons Island that helps its current landowner manage it. We decided that a guild was running this town, and so the island also relatively fell underneath the jurisdiction of the guild as well. We came to the consensus that we wanted to build the guild hall before beginning to build the town underneath. But how would this guild hall look? We began gathering images of a bunch of buildings we like in real life, such as that one building that was featured at the end of Star Wars 2. So we talked and talked and talked. Ding dong! Ryon has an idea. What if we built our massive guild hall inside a hot air balloon? What? Sharing our ideas, we started drawing out our dream guild hall, while thinking about questions such as, what are its functionalities, what is its connection to Weapons Island, should we add any Easter eggs, and much more. There was just so much to talk about, and finally, after 3 hours of discussing, we had a pretty vivid image of what we wanted our build to be. And that kind of summarizes what happened? There was just so much creativity happening. And so began the building process. The town the guild hall resides in is relatively close to Weapons Island, about a few hundred blocks away. At the time, the landscape here was just pure chaos, so a lot of adjusting was needed using World Edit. We wanted this town to be sort of like an archipelago with architecture inspired by Naples, a colorful Italian port town city. And at the center of where all the waterways meet is where our guild hall will be located. So I find building curvilinear objects in what people may call a linear world rather difficult. So what I did first was make a blank canvas, in which I then used the brush tool to trace out the hot air balloon silhouette from afar. After finding a silhouette that I liked, I erased the white areas and copied the pasted silhouette around a single axis. However, from here on out, everything will have to be made by hand. I don't know if there's an easier way to shape the roundness of the hot air balloon, but if there is, let me know. I wasn't a fan of the shadow being casted by the massive hot air balloon, so instead of using only wool, I added some red glass into the mix as well. And from here on out, it is time to start building some buildings. The theme of the architecture this time around was a colorful multi-layered coliseum, which later became more retro unintentionally. However, it wasn't as if I was strictly keeping the coliseum motif either. I guess I was aiming for more Romanish buildings. After completing most of the exterior, I moved on inwards. This is where the retro aspect I was talking about earlier kicks in, as the finished result looks like a 1980s retro mall. There's of course the fire that lifts up the whole balloon in the middle, and then buildings surrounding it. Now the guild hall will have a lot of administrative offices inside. It is, after all, where all the political stuff happens. However, it is also an airport where flights from all around Altar gather. But isn't that kind of dangerous? Some people may ask. No worries, Naka 2 parrots are trained to search incoming ships for any dangerous supplies being carried in them. After designing the buildings, I gave a temporary halt to this area and moved a floor below, which contains all the machinery to maneuver this massive heated balloon. While these pedals don't really make sense in terms of the physics behind a hot air balloon, I don't know, I'm not an engineer. We'll just remind each other that this is a fantasy world and everything is possible if we want it to be. Copyright that. Thus these pedals, if this hot air balloon ever moves, acts to help direct the hot air balloon to a certain direction, or even help it hover over a certain space for a long period of time. And where does this abundant energy come from? Well, you'll just have to watch Ryan's reaction footage to know that. Going back to the upper interior, this is a guild hall / airport, so I thought it would be nice to decorate a small lounge space with floating invisible text welcoming visitors. And finally, Ryan and I discussed how it would be cool if one of this town's icons were its sunken ships, one of which anchors the hot air balloon. The history of these ships will perhaps be disclosed in a future video. I built light blue colored chains that hook onto the sunken ship as well. These chains also have the function to suck up water into the hot air balloon. And finally, we'll end this build by decorating the surface of the hot air balloon. I tried out a few patterns and color palettes, but ultimately decided that it would be best to share the colorfulness the guild hall buildings had onto here as well. And this is pretty much it for the building. Now I'll be showing the finished result to our guest, and if he has anything he would like to add on, those changes will be featured in the cinematic afterwards. Enjoy.
Big moment.
Big moment. Okay. Everything's recorded. Okay. So, here we go. It's been about a month since we called, right? It's been more than a month?
I think it's been more than a month.
Probably. And
It's been a while.
yeah. But video-wise, it's been like only 2 minutes, probably.
Yeah, exactly. We've spent, there's been no time. It's really transpired.
Yeah.
It's only taken you a couple seconds to build this entire map.
Oh yeah, definitely. Same?
I'm hearing myself. But yeah,
You're seeing yourself?
I hear myself. Oh my god. What?
Only what we have right
Dude,
now.
that's so sick.
So, I haven't built the city yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, this time it was more focusing on the guild hall itself. So this is how it looks
Whoa.
like right now.
I love how colorful it is.
Yeah, I was like debating on, because we were going for like a Naples look.
Yeah.
It had like all the colorful buildings.
All the colorful like seaside homes.
Right,
Oh,
right,
it's
right.
so, oh, and the glass top. That's so cool.
The
Can you
newest
get
edition.
inside the top? Oh, whoa. Oh, and it's on. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so it's
And it's
hot
on
air
fire.
balloon stuff.
Oh, I love it.
It's the inside, and I kind of called it Luna Solar on my own. We could
I like
definitely
it.
change it.
No, I like Luna Solar. That's a really cool name.
And
Oh, and I love
it says
oh.
Yoba. You can't really see it because of the armor stand.
Yoba.
It's like kind of the hello of this region, I guess.
Okay.
And I was aiming for like the Naples feel, but while making it, it became more like a retro 80s mall.
No, yeah, it's
feel like-
cool. It's
yeah.
so cool.
And it's
So
definitely,
yeah, are these all gonna be like little stalls, like little shops?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
There are gonna be shops. There are gonna be definitely like offices, since this is also a guild hall.
Mhm.
And the future project is to add more. Like, it's also going to be an airport, so like add more.
Yes, like other ships.
Yeah, the floating blimps we were talking about.
Okay.
Surrounding this place,
This is so sick.
and we're also talking about how it's chained onto a ship. So I made.
Yeah. Oh, the sunken ship. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sick. Oh my god, this is so cool, dude.
Thank you.
And then, oh, so like the piece inside, is that the mast? Like a collapsed mast kind of thing?
I don't know what happened here. Yeah, that's a collapsed mast.
Okay.
So if I were to expand this, I'm seeing whether I should make like another mast, but with like still the cloth.
Like the
attached
sail
to
still
it.
on
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That would be cool. I like
And,
that
like,
idea.
waving in the water with like fishes just swimming around it.
So will there be water here?
Yeah, there's. I
Okay.
think the water level would be just under the tip, like from.
Okay,
probably
cool.
here-ish.
I love it. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, if you have like, oh, and this is also pretty cool. The interior of,
Oh, whoa.
so I have these kind of like small engines
Oh, that's
connected
awesome.
to these like pedals that help the, it's definitely not like the physics of real hot air
No,
balloons,
I
but
get it. I
in
get
this
it. Yeah, yeah,
case it
yeah.
kind of helps it hover in one location or like maybe move to a
Okay.
certain direction. It's Tackman physics in the world of Altar.
No, I love it. It's so awesome. This is far exceeded my
Oh yeah?
expectations.
Oh, I'm
It's
glad to
like
hear that.
I didn't even know what to expect. This
Uh-huh.
is so sick.
So
But I
if
was
you have like
thinking,
smaller fixing like parts you want to add, such as like maybe having a air vent, adding air vent or something, or I don't know.
my idea, I don't know if it would work because like you have this guild hall,
Hmm.
right? Like it's the center of commerce.
Hmm.
When I think like a center of commerce, you think water, right?
Water.
Like all big things are built around water.
Hmm.
So I thought it would be cool if you could do like four waterfalls coming off the tower.
Ah,
I don't know
yeah,
how that
yeah.
would work, but I just thought that might be a cool addition. Of course, like if you added it and it looks bad, get rid of it.
Hmm.
That was just like when I was looking at this, that was something that came to mind. I don't know
Hmm.
how it would work because I like that because we talked about like the Colosseum idea.
Hmm.
I like that it's somewhat asymmetrical.
Hmm.
Um, so then adding like four waterfalls would be perfectly symmetric, and I think that wouldn't fit
Hmm.
current design scheme. But that's just like something that came to mind when I looked at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think that could be a possibly cool idea.
That might be cool. Like water drops from here, and then kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds really cool. And I'm also like thinking of, it's a really popular method in I think Minecraft building, like
Hmm.
depicting water but in glass. So
Ooh,
like it kind
oh,
of
I like
phases
that.
off into
Hmm.
um, yeah, like water vapor, and then kind of just like
I
water.
like that idea too, because like our wasn't it like our original idea was to make it so people couldn't like you had to take this airship to get
Right,
up to the
right.
top, and like if you just put waterfalls, people could just swim up. So
Yeah,
I do like
definitely. Yeah, that would
use of
look pretty cool.
water.
I guess like the reason why water is pouring is if it rains and like water somehow gets in, there's still
Hmm.
like a drainage system that's able to pump out water. And of
Yeah,
course, the people inside would also need like some sort of water,
yeah, exactly.
to
Like the
live.
people inside need water. They use the water to power the engines.
Oh yeah, that would be so cool. Like a
I was
airship that's
thinking,
powered by like a hydraulic system.
yeah, that's kind of what my idea was.
Oh, that's sick.
The first it was like, oh, water could be up at the top is like they needed water, but then it was like, oh well,
Hmm.
it was hydro powered
That is really sick. Yeah.
because they're always flying around. They can always collect more water.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And now they're a downed city, so they had to repurpose that water.
Hmm.
That was
Yeah. So much things to think.
so much to possibly add.
Yeah, but I guess this is it. Yeah, I'll definitely add the water vapor. I'm planning to upload
Okay.
this like on Monday or something, so I still have a
Okay.
bit of time.
So this is like part one, I guess, of.
Yeah, I guess. Like after we go with Martine, Sean, Genta, we'll return back to you, or maybe even
Okay.
like earlier than that, because I feel like we
Okay.
have a really solid idea to build off of.
I'm so excited to see what theirs are.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because like we're
definitely.
all so different.
So after this, it's probably going to be the cinematic with all the water vapor. I hope you guys
Okay.
enjoyed the video, and Ryan and I will see you in part two of this project. Yeah,
We'll be back.
we'll be back. Cool.
We'll be
Thank you.
back.